There was a pause put in on the tariffs. Can you walk us through your thinking about why you decided to put a 90-day pause?
Well, I thought that people were jumping a little bit out of line. They were getting yippy, They were getting a little bit yippy, a little bit afraid, unlike these champions, because we have a big job to do. No other president would have done what I did. No other president. I know the presidents, they wouldn't have done it. And it had to be done. What was happening to us on trade, not only with, if you look at it, not only with China, but China was by far the biggest abuser in history, and others also, but somebody had to do it. They had to stop because it was not sustainable. Last year, China made $1 trillion off trade with the United States. That's not right. And now I've reversed it. It's for a short period of time, but we made $2 billion. We're making now $2 billion a day. And somebody had to do it.
The Dow Jones surged nearly 3,000 points in a single trading day. That's not a typo. It's one of the biggest rallies in market history. After a week of extreme selling pressure, markets exploded higher, and it all came down to one thing: tariffs. President Trump announced a 90-day pause on his controversial reciprocal tariffs, and Wall Street went into overdrive. The Dow Jones skyrocketed 2,962 points, or 7.87%, to close at a staggering 40,608 points. That's the biggest percentage move since March 2020 during COVID-19. The S&P 500 soared 9.5%, its biggest single-day trading since 2008. And the Nasdaq, it jumped 12.16%. That's its best day since 2001 and the single best in its entire history. Volume of trading off the charts. We're talking over 30 billion shares traded hands, making it the busiest trading day in modern Wall Street history. So what exactly did Trump say that could cause such a reaction? In a post on Truth Social, Trump wrote, "I have authorized a 90-day pause and a substantial lowered reciprocal tariff down to 10% effective immediately. Tariffs on China will go higher, all the way up to 125%.
But China was by far the biggest abuser in history, and others also. But last year, China made $1 trillion off trade with the United States. That's not right. And now I've reversed it. It's for a short period of time, but we made $2 billion. We're making now $2 billion a day. Look, nothing's over yet, but we have a tremendous amount of spirit from other countries, including China. China wants to make a deal. They just don't know how quite to go about it. It's one of those things they don't know how quite. They're proud people. And President Xi's a proud man. I know him very well. And they don't know quite how to go about it, but they'll figure it out. They're in the process of figuring it out, but they want to make a deal.
So, not exactly a full reversal. Let's break it down. The reciprocal tariff is Trump's version of leveling trade duties, charging countries the same rates they charge the US. Under this pause, most countries return to a 10% tariff rate, much lower than what markets had feared. But China is now facing a staggering 125% tariff or rate, up from around 50% before. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent later clarified,
"And we saw the successful negotiating strategy that President Trump implemented a week ago today. It has brought more than 75 countries forward to negotiate. It took great courage for him to stay the course until this moment. And what we have ended up with here, as I told everyone a week ago, they're in this very spot, do not retaliate and you will be rewarded. So every country in the world who wants to come and negotiate, we are willing to hear you. We're going to go down to a 10% baseline tariff for them, and China will be raised to 125 due to their insistence on escalation."
The pause doesn't apply to sector-specific tariffs like on tech or steel, which is good news. Those stay in place during the 90-day window. Investors did not wait. They piled into stocks that had been crushed by the trade war. As you can see, the entire chart is all green. Microsoft up 10.13%, Nvidia 18.72%, Apple is now at 15.33%, Amazon 11.98%. All the major tech stocks in both tech, consumer, Semiconductors, financial services such as JP Morgan Chase, 8%. Healthcare, Eli Lilly, 3.78%. And energy, Exxon, 4.99%. So basically all major sectors traded higher and way positive compared to the previous trading sessions or the previous weeks. So what happens next? That's the $1 trillion question. If negotiations fall apart or the US-China trade tensions flare again, we could be right back to where we started or even worse. But for now, clarity, even temporary clarity, is good enough for the bulls. China is even looking green right now. Alibaba is up 5.44%. We're looking at India. TSM is up 12.29%. So all major trading indexes across the entire planet are trading green. So it's a bit early to tell how this is going to shape up, but expect some major trading volumes tomorrow morning in terms of people trying to find major wins or small wins in the remaining rally, because I do expect this to continue on. Tomorrow's going to be Thursday, so there should be some strong upward trend Thursday and Friday. And as always, consult a financial advisor when trading. So was this a smart tactical move by President Trump to stabilize the markets? Do you think it was? Or just a sugar high that will fade in 90 days? Hold on to your stocks. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's talk about it. And if you want more breakdowns like this, subscribe, like, and hit the bell so you know when I post a video such as this one. And if you missed out on the biggest trading day in modern day history, and that's it, a look at the biggest trading rally, and I pause on 90-day reciprocal tariffs by President Trump. And this is Data Finance 365. Till next time, stay positive. Peace.